What up, world? It's your boy Adrian. Hey, it's only been almost 24 hours since Super Bowl 53 between the New England Patriots and the Los Angeles Rams. What a hell of a game. Hey, I know most people got their predictions wrong. A lot of people picked the Rams, a lot of people picked the Patriots. But the Patriots came on top in the lowest scoring Super Bowl in history, 13-3. Hey, did I see 13-3? No, I did not see that coming. I thought the Rams were going to be able to score more. But guess what? All the credit goes to Tom Brady and Bill Belichick and this New England team who were prepared. Now, guess what? New England captures their sixth Super Bowl title. That's tied with my Pittsburgh Steelers for most all time. And this will be known as the Tom Brady-Bill Belichick era because they have been dominant. Like I said before, in the NFL how it's run today, the NFL wants it to be a parity league, free agency, the draft, everything. How they recruit players, everything, coaching, the turnover, everything. It's supposed to be a parity league, but the Patriots just keep chugging and turning, and the two constants have been Belichick and Brady. Now, first and foremost, I gotta say this is Bill Belichick's best coaching job, hands down. All the controversy, all the drama in the offseason that led into the season where it didn't start so good, and they came to the playoffs. Tom Brady played two of his best games in the playoffs. He looked unstoppable. He didn't look like a man who was 41. But guess what? As much as I gotta say, he played one of his worst games, going 21 for 35 for a little over 260 and an interception early on his first passing play of the game. Now, hey, nothing was working for neither team. Their defenses came out and played great. Shout out to Brian Flores, who had a great game plan for the Rams, and Wade Phillips. Hey, he wasn't changing. He shut down everything. He took away James White. He took away Sony Michel a little bit. They did as much as they could to contain him. Rex Burkhead made a little bit of impact at the end of that game. Took away Gronk for the most part. Did not give away the deep ball. But they couldn't stop Julian Edelman, who finished with 10 catches for $141. And by the way, he was named Super Bowl MVP. But let me get back to that. Let me get to the job that Bill Belichick did. He did a great job on golf. New England decided that, hey, in this game plan, we're going to blitz 50% of the time. So that's bringing 4 down linemen and bringing a linebacker. That's saying one or two things. You're not going to run, and two, you better pass the ball. And now we all know the Rams are based on play action. So anything out of play action is a must for them. Bill Belichick was not bringing the extra safety down. He hated to do it, but he did it. And the cover zero also, with the cover zero, is man-to-man. So every time Goff dropped back, it was pressuring to say, boom, boom, hitting him. Had four sacks, a pick. And guess what? They also were doing what is a stunt, like a stunt where they loop the end around and show Goff and the linemen different looks. Now look, this Rams offensive line been dominant the entire season. Pro Football Focus even ranked them as one of the best lines in the league. But guess what? The Patriots confusing them as typical Bill Belichick. He gives you different looks, and hey, what can you do about it but make adjustments? And the Rams didn't make adjustments. This defensive line dominated. Now, we know they don't have big names. I mean, they got Trey Flowers pretty much as the biggest name guy on that defensive line. But, hey, Dante Hightower, Kyle Van Noy, that secondary played great with the McCourty brothers. Patrick Chung, I think he broke his forearm. He hurt it really bad, but they still made a play. Like I said, they did a great job when he went up. But Bill Belichick did an amazing job on defense. Also, let's get to the Rams' perspective on the side of this. A lot of mistakes on there. Bill Belichick just out-coached McVay. I know he's young, but hey, he got out-coached and he didn't make adjustments. Now, when these things are going on, mind you, the Rams took 2 timeouts into halftime. You cannot do that. Use them. You're not getting them back, period. And as we all know, they're a play-action team and they like to run the ball. And let's get to the biggest point, like I like to say. Todd Gurley, by the way, we are questioning his health and his status, and I was picking the Rams based on the fact that I knew Gurley would have some type of impact. If he was, they were going to win the game. Guess what? He gets 10 carries for 35 yards. Now, I don't know what they want to say. He's not hurt. There's no official word on what's going on. But Todd Gurley's hurt. There's something seriously wrong, and I'm waiting for this to come out. Hey, man, and another thing is they didn't even use the man as a decoy. He's one of the best backs in the game, man. TG30, man. 10 carries for 35 yards, like I'm going to say. They put C.J. Anderson, but he's more like a bowling ball. And, hey, late in that game, he almost cost them. He almost fumbled inside the 20. Stephon Gilmore punched the ball out and then rolled out of bounds, luckily. But this was a game of field position. Just back and forth, back and forth. We went into the third quarter tied 3-3. And early in this game, New England was dominating, moving the ball. Like I said, Tom Brady threw a pick on his first pass of the game. He thought it was man-to-man, but it was zone. Got packed up and tipped. And then Gostowski missed a field goal early in that game, too. So we went We went in the fourth quarter 3-3. Now, here in my opinion is the biggest turning point of this game. The Rams, it's a little under 11 minutes to go. The Rams are driving. They're making a little push. They're inside the 50. Big 13-yard run by Todd Gurley. Boom, flag comes out late. Holding penalty on John Sullivan. Hey, it was a late call. I don't think it was holding, but guess what? That totally killed the momentum, and that totally killed the Rams' drive. They got backed up, nothing. Now, the thing with Goff I was noticing is that he was not patient. He was predetermined his reason where he was going to go to the ball, and if his first read was not there, he was not throwing it. He was hesitant, and the Patriots made him look foolish. He held the ball too long, didn't throw the ball out. We're taking some heavy shots. Now, late on that drive, too, it was like second and long. It was a deep in cut, which we all know the in cut is 15 yards and in. You got to give the time to make the play happen. Robert Woods is open. He's there in the middle of the field. I'm clearly watching it. I don't know if Tony Romo, who's calling the game, seen it, Jim Nantz, but I seen it. Goff was just impatient and was trying to force the ball and didn't see it. And ended up punting the ball. Finally, I know in my mind, McDaniels is on the sideline. The Patriots are probably just scrapping their playbook. Nothing's working. So guess what? 2 tight ends, fullback, let's do it old school. On that drive, a big play to Gronk, like on a fake, on like a wheel route, gets it to him. Element has a good catch. Biggest play of the game. Tom Brady drops back, throws it to Gronk down the seam, inside the red zone. Mind you, this is the first time either team has gotten in the red zone. Another play there. Sony Michel runs it in. 10-3. 10-3. Now, I never thought I would see a Super Bowl where it was one offensive play run inside the red zone. That is insane. Now, the Patriots go up 10-3. Next drive. Rams get the ball back, driving. Now let me mind you this. The Rams are, like I said, they're not a drop back team. Everything is based off play action and going deep. They're driving. Get inside, moving the ball. Goff throws it. Cooks drops the ball, which should have been a clear catch by Cooks. Next play, it's a clear cover 0 blitz. Jared Goff panics, throws the ball. Stephon Gilmore picks it. What do you know? Patriots. Classic New England Patriots. Forcing you into making mistakes, and that's what they do. They figure, hey, Goff has them. If he beats us, he beats us. But typical New England, hate to say it, they force you into mistakes, and they force you to turn the ball over and make a huge mistake. Now, hey, by the time the Rams got the ball back, it was over. The Patriots ended up kicking a field goal. But let me get back to one play earlier in the game before that when it was 3-3. Goff misses Cooks in the back of the end zone. He comes open late. Goff takes too long to throw him the ball. By the time he gets there, Cooks has to slow down, and Jason McCourty runs 18 yards. Literally across. He's the backside corner. He gets over there, misses it. Boom, hits Cooks. Cooks is trying to tiptoe, doesn't get it. But things like these are missed opportunities. You cannot miss opportunities like this against a great team like this. And this is a dynasty, and I hate to say it, but Bill Belichick came in there with a great plan. I hate to say it. Came out on top once again, capturing another Lombardi. Man, it's tough. It is tough for me to say. And hey, like I said, Edelman got the MVP, but I feel like Stephon Gilmore definitely deserved that. He had a pick, 5 tackles, a forced fumble, and 3 pass breakups. Man, I know Julian Edelman had a hell of a game, but hey, you got to give it to the defense. Somebody on this defense, and they dominated. And Bill Belichick held the Rams 30 points under their scoring average. That is remarkable. Like I said, in my lifetime, we'll never see another dynasty like this again. And kudos and much respect as I hate them. As you can see, my Pittsburgh Steelers, they've been dominating us. We got a W, by the way, over them this year. But hey, that's neither here nor there. But hey, this is a great team. And Brady didn't, and they won in spite of Brady. So I'm giving more credit on the Super Bowl to Belichick, hands down, this defense. They had a hell of a game plan. You give them 2 weeks to prepare for a team, and this is what happens every single time. And guess what? They'll be back next year. Tom says he's going to play till 45. And like I said, every time I bet against him, he proves me wrong. I don't know what it is about this New England Patriots team, but hey, I can't stand it like the rest of America, and I cannot stand the New England Patriots. I am a diehard Pittsburgh Steelers fans, but they keep getting it done. It's going to be on the Super Bowl 54 in Miami next year. Hopefully we can get there, but hey, like I said, New England's going to be back again. The Rams are going to be back. McVay is going to have to make some adjustments. Like I said, Goff's going to have to get some more experience He's going to have to get better at reading defenses, and Ty Gurley has to be and needs to be healthy and get Cooper Kupp back next year. It's a good outlook. But like I said, I'm picking the Philadelphia Eagles right now to come out of the NFC next year. Hey, I'm going to ride with my Steelers. We're going to see what's going to happen. It's going to be a long offseason. We got the combine coming up in less than a month, pro days, draft. Before you know, we back in mini camp. We'll be back in training camp. We ready to roll again. So on to the next, but I gotta give the New England Patriots credits where deserved. The Super Bowl 53 champs. What more can I say? What more can I say? Hey, NFL fans, it's been a great season, but I'll be more back with some off-season headlines, and I gotta get on my Pittsburgh Steelers and what I think needs to happen in their off-season. But hey, I gotta get that's my Super Bowl wrap up. Hey, it was a good one. I know it was the lowest rated Super Bowl since 2003, but I enjoyed every minute of it. Defense, and they said it was the year of offense, but guess what happens? Defense stepped up when they need to, and they made plays. And defense will always have a big calling card on there. That's the reason why the Kansas City Chiefs are not there, because they couldn't get stops when they need to. But one hell of a season. Football will be back soon. Love you guys. You know what to do. Hit that subscribe button on this channel. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter. That's at Keeping the Score. It's your boy Adrian, and I'm out.